Before we get into it, I want to start by saying thank you, Cushiongrip, for sponsoring this video. To show my appreciation, I will be providing a link in the description where you can find more information about Cushiongrip. Additionally, by using the code Julia, capital letters 710, you can also receive a special discount. Now, let's dive into the details. Hey everyone, hi kings and queens. This video will just be regarding Cushiongrip and how before I got my hard reline done, I actually had my application on Cushiongrip and it came out so good. I will insert a photo of what it looks like after curing it for actually 48 hours, which is 2 days without a bath. Just on a damp washcloth, teeth down, the gums area up, you know, like your trough and your palate is in the up area where it's not being moist, not soaked in water. And I only say that because I will show you now. After I had to get the reline done for my permanent dentures, which I just got done and they came out really, really well. I had my immediates as my backup. So I just wanted to use a demonstration of Cushiongrip on the immediate denture, just to give you guys a little insight on what it's like. God forbid if you already have your permanent dentures, let's say something was to happen, like if I break my denture, God forbid, and I had to use my immediate as a backup, I would have my Cushiongrip application because of course they're going to be super enormous on me. Now, I did try on my Cushiongrip on my immediate denture. They were in my mouth. They stood in my mouth with no problem, but I did have monkey mouth again, which just goes to show how much I've shrunken from the process of which I am 2 years, almost 2 years, November 23rd of 2024. I will make 2 years post-op. So keep that in mind. But I also want to show you something as well. I took the immediate denture and after I got the application on it, I gave it about 2 days. No, I gave it more than 24 hours, but not exactly 2 days. So I stuck them in water. And when I did, this is what happened. This is what it looks like when you stick them in water. If you zoom in, you will see it looks like a spongy kind of icky material like that because it didn't cure correctly. That's my point to this. So I'll show an insert photo of completely cured on my permanent dentures before I had to rip off the liner, the Cushiongrip, to get the reline done by the dentist. So yeah, they came out super spongy. They still go in, they still fit me, but the texture of that feeling is just a no-brainer. I mean, you get over it after it's in your mouth, but this is kind of what I was saying when you don't let it cure on time. You have to give it a good, for me, I'm just saying, maybe everyone is different. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. I don't know. I've been using Cushiongrip since the day of my extractions. I already had it in my aftercare. So I've been using this product. I've never used another soft reliner on my dentures. I did try the one from Walmart. I think it's called Reline. It's like a little red box, but that was like a nail salon in my mouth and it was gross. I didn't like it, so I had to remove it, and I didn't like the texture. I don't know what you call that, but it's just the material of the Reline I didn't like. But yeah, so I soaked these dentures maybe a little bit more after 24 hours, not exactly 2 days, but it wasn't ready yet. And maybe because I had to use more Cushiongrip because they're so big on me, you know. So I had a little after spell, like I said, and look, I cleaned it all up. It's still wearable, but this is what it looks like when you don't let it cure correctly. I kind of soaked them in water a little too early, and this is what happened. But again, Cushiongrip, I've been using it since the day of my extractions. Not the day of my extractions, at least 72 hours after my extractions. 3 days prior to post-op, my swelling was going down and my immediates were so big on me. So I went to the dentist, panicking, of course, because I was like, how am I going to keep these teeth in my mouth? And I have fresh extractions. I can't use adhesive, so what do I do? So the dentist just suggested to just put a little tiny bit, not in your trough. Remember this, please. Not on the trough, I only put a little bit up over here on my palette, and as it spreads, with your chemistry, your body chemistry, it'll make it spread, your warmth of your body. So once I did that, I didn't have it in the trough area. I left that nice and whatever, just without cushion grip, just the middle of it. And that was enough to just keep them up in the meantime as I was still healing. So I was only 72 hours after extraction. So my swelling had went down so much, and my immediates were already so big on me. And as for the bottoms, all I did was add no cushion grip, but I added the Seed-Bond strip. I wasn't a real big fan of the Seed-Bond strips, but to get me by that first week to the second week, it did well. It worked out for me with my experience anyway. But I didn't like the Seed-Bond strips. I'm not a big fan of it, but again, as an emergency for your first week of extractions, I would suggest you use them. Even for your tops as well, if you don't have any cushion grip, or whatever you use, I don't know. But I've been using cushion grip. I haven't used any other soft reliner that I've ever purchased online. But this was already in my aftercare from the moment that I had my extractions done. I have an earlier video, I think, with like some stuff for aftercare, and I already had this on deck because I knew I was gonna probably need it. I wasn't sure how it was gonna work for me, but it totally did work. And I navigated these immediate dentures for the longest time, for 15 months that I was on my post-op with the immediates, which were these. And they were big. They gave me the monkey mouth. If I smiled, you didn't see too much of the monkey mouth, but if I didn't smile, you would see like resting bitch face, I guess. You would see that. So I'll insert a photo of me with the immediates before I got the relines on my perms, which was just like a week ago, a few days ago. And I'll put it in the video so you guys can see as well. But yeah, I'm just saying, just have hope, when you're in a denture journey like we are right now, and you're a denture wearer, it's gonna be a lot of trial and error. It's gonna be a huge roller coaster. You're meant to, you just have to stay positive and just be consistent, be your best advocate. But there's a lot of products to navigate these prosthetics. So again, I've been a big fan of Cushion Grip for a very long time. I've been using it for almost 2 years now with my post-op. I did have it on my permanents, which is right before I got my relines on, because if you're losing weight as well as a denture wearer, keep in mind your dentures will continue to get big because you're shrinking, and we're already shrinking with the gums and stuff, without having our teeth anymore. So the more weight you drop, the quicker it is for your perms to get loose and big, the way it happens to me. So this is why the hard relines come into play. They were asking me questions as well about what's the difference of a hard and a soft reline. Well, the hard reline is done on your permanent dentures because it's permanent. It's like a permanent reline that they give you so that the denture can fit more correctly. Again, they're never going to fit super perfect where they're just never going to come out while you're eating without adhesive or without another reline on them. They're always going to be a slight big. There's always going to be some type of bump in the road that you're gonna hit when it comes to the denture world. I'm sorry to say that. No matter how fitted they are. Mines are very well fitted, but if I don't have adhesive and I want to eat, I can control them, but I don't feel that security the way I do when I do use adhesive. I'm an adhesive person. I love the adhesive. It gives me security. It helps me eat. It helps me talk better. It just helps my denture journey for myself. I don't know about others. Everyone finds their pattern and their way to navigate the denture world. You're gonna find what's gonna work for you. So what might work for me may not work for you, and vice versa. But just, there's numerous products, guys, to help you navigate the dentures. Again, I've been a big fan of the Cushion Grip for a very long time. But I did a boo-boo by soaking them a little bit before time. Now, I know on the instructions it does say the first 24 hours you don't soak them, but for me, because I did that before a second day without soaking them, they got really spongy. And I don't know, it's because I used so much Cushion Grip to hold them in, because they're so big on me. But yeah, that will happen. But this is nothing. You can still wear them. They're still wearable. It's fine. I have my teeth glued into my mouth, so I will not be demonstrating what they look like. But I do have a video of me wearing my immediate dentures after the application of the Cushion Grip. And yeah, they were durable. So just keep that in mind. Again, if you have dentures and they're not fitted the way they should be fitted, which is a very big problem as well, once you get your dentures fitted correctly, you should not have a problem, especially while you're using more reliners just to keep them in for that more security. Now, this is not a glue. The cushion grip is not glue. It's just a thermoplastic that will help your denture stay in its place and give you that comfort where you don't have the acrylic rubbing your gums and it's giving you those mouth sores, and it's going to interrupt with you being consistent with your dentures. So cushion grip will come into play. You have to use it a few times to really learn the product. Not everyone will get it right away. You know, I've made a lot of mistakes when I first started using the cushion grip. But as I went along and I kept using it, I kept learning and I kept learning and I kept learning what was gonna work for me and how I was gonna make that cushion grip last on my denture. Normally it says about 4 days, but for me it could last a good 2 to 3 weeks. Now, depending on the lining, I'm going to show you exactly what my dentures look like before I did my reline at the dentist. When I had the cushion grip on my permanent dentures, I'll insert the little video here or a photo, and you can see exactly how the cushion grip cured, and it was just looking so different than what these look like right here. Okay, so yeah, just keep in mind, like, you know, I know this world of the denture world is really crazy. It's a roller coaster, like I said. But it's doable, guys. Everything is doable when you have the right products on hand. Research, lots of videos, different videos, different content will show you and, you know, kind of give you some tips and tricks on how to navigate stuff. So I hope this video was helpful, and I will see you soon in the next video. And yeah, all smiles, stay confident, and give yourself that grace. And remember that this is a big roller coaster. So a lot of trial and error, but you guys will get through it with no problem. Just be consistent, be your best advocate, and always speak up for yourself, okay? So I'll see you in the next video, and thank you guys for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. Thanks, guys. Bye.